Hello everyone, this is Vanessa. So today I am doing a tutorial. A tutorial for a traveler's notebook for Tamika Sending Smiles on Instagram and YouTube. Her spring mystery swap. So Tamika asked me if I would like to do a tutorial, and I said yes, despite the fact that I've never done a tutorial before. So I don't know what I was thinking about when I said yes, I do it. So all I can say is get ready and let's get on this hot mess express and see what we come up with. So since we're doing something that doesn't require any dies, I did take some idea. I got my idea from this Sizzix die. It's a pocket traveler's die, traveler's notebook die. So I believe it's the Lazard, whatever. But anyway, this is the this is the die, and this is what I created with the die. So these are some traveler's notebooks that I created with this particular die. So anyway, so I decided to take that and kind of get the measurements from that die to create that size for a pocket size traveler's notebook. I don't know if it's a true pocket size traveler's notebook, but that's what we're doing. So the pocket size traveler's notebook, I believe, is well, not I believe, but it is 9 7/16 by 6 inches. So this one is using, I've already pre-cut everything, but this is using New Day by Echo Park cardstock. So it's double-sided, and then you know, a little journal cutout. And then I also created one, if I can remember where I put it. This one is one that I created with in Canva. So I designed and created this in Canva, and I think this is the one I'm gonna use. So this is from Canva. So this is the holes I already created, but hold on, I lost the one that I was gonna actually use. Oh, it's right here. So I've already laminated this one, so to get that out the way. So like I said, this is something that I designed in Canva. So since it's a spring theme, so this is a Easter design pattern digital paper that I got from Creative Fabrica. I'm not sure if that designer is on Creative Fabrica anymore. But anyway, I took all the papers that were not that didn't have like Easter, you know, images in it, and then I took the little bows, the clip arts, and created this little, you know what I'm talking about. So and I created that, and then just typed in bloom where your planet. And again, I created this in Canva. I'm sure it's probably easy or easier to create it in Silhouette or Design Space, but I went with the Canva Pro method. So so let's get started. So for this one, it is like I said, 9 7/16 by 6 inches, and then I scored on the long edge at 4 1/8, and then you can rotate it and again score 4 1/8. Score down the middle. I mean, fold it, and then I'll add the little journal cutout. Sorry. Again, like I said, I'm not used to making a tutorial, so and one thing you're gonna find out about me is that 9 times out of 10 is not gonna be straight. Just gonna go ahead and let you know that now. So then, since I want my corners to be rounded, I'm just gonna round the corner 7 millimeter, or use your corner chumper or whatever. So this is what the size it is. Excuse me. And so, like I said, I already created one that's laminated. So for the holes, what I did was I took, so let me see, I took the this little T ruler kind of thing, and measured it out. But originally I did the measurements for the holes based on the space, this space right here, the image, not the actual score lines. And so and then after I laminated, I had forgotten to score it first. Well, I didn't score it first. So then I created the holes based on the score lines. So what I did was took this and measured it out. So I believe it's 1 1/16. And then this is supposed to be about 1/4 of an inch down from the top. All right. So it's supposed to be 1/4 of an inch down from the top, but it's not, as you can see. But I originally wanted it 1/4 inch from the top. Yeah, so it's if you want, you can do it 1/4 inch from the top, or you can do it about 5/16 inch from the top, or you can do it 1/8 of an inch from the top. So then I took my little, this is a T ruler, and I made it 5/16. It was supposed to, well, actually I'll take that back. 1/4, 1/2, and 3/4 of the intervals. And then this is 1/2 in the middle and 3 inches down. And again, I did the same thing on this end. I don't know if you can see my little marks, but again, 1/4, 1/2, and 3/4. That's supposed to be the measurements. So, and then, so I took my crocodile and on 1/8 of an inch side, I move my little lever so that that can try to stay even all the way around. Oh no, that's if it was at the right spot. If it was a 1/4 of an inch down. So let's see. All right, so again, I don't know if this is gonna even be right in the end, but this is what we're going with. I don't even know if I'm still in the frame. So see, I already know that's not even, but we're gonna go with it anyway. So and then I use my big bite to do the center hole at 1/8 of an inch. Wait a minute. Yeah. All right. So now that that's done, we can start to string the elastic. So where'd I put my elastic? Hold up. Let me find my elastic. Here is my elastic. It's 2 millimeter. I got it from Amazon. So let's see what color I want. I don't want brown. It's too dark. So I got this pink and I have this blue. Let me see, I can't see. I think I'm gonna go with the blue. Oops, try this out. And let's see if I remember how to actually bind this thing up. So the first piece is gonna be, and that's probably too long for my closure. So let's start with the binding. I think I'm doing this right. Go from there, from the bottom to the top. Over in the middle. Down to the bottom. Over to the side. Up to the top. pretty sure I've done way too much. But we'll see in a momento. I'm just pulling it out more. Oops, I didn't pull it out enough. Oops. Whoopsie doopsie. Oh, that was the right way. Anyway, so then, oh, you'll come in the middle. So let's see. See, I'll take this elastic and go in the middle. I mean, I'm sure if you don't want to use 2mm or don't have 2mm elastic, you can use something a little smaller. Crap. Alright, so that's done on that part. And then you come down here at the bottom and bring that through as well. Whoop. Alright, and then you just check to see how loose or tight you want your elastic. So, can I tighten this up just a little bit? And then see, that's way too long. So I'm gonna go back through and fix it so that I'm not wasting elastic and cutting from both ends. So where we at? So bring this to about the middle. A little over the middle, because I still have to tie it up. Give it a little, make sure it's not too loose and not too tight. Alright, so that should just about do it. And then we'll tie it up just to make sure. And I'll leave just a little bit extra so that, you know, say it's someone else, you're giving it away to someone, or you need to add more the inserts or whatever. They'll have the space.
Mom, when you're ready, go.
Okay, so with the elastics being all done, let's do the binding. So I went back and seared or whatever the little ends, which would have been easier to put it through the openings. So all right, so got that done, and so I'll just put it through the opening here. See how this is going to work out as far as the closure. So for this one, I'm actually going to put some beading on the outside. So I haven't decided on which I'm going to do. As far as this bow or this little bow. So if I do this bow, then it'll go like this. So it'll be upside down. Which is cute. Or I can do the smaller one. And it'll be like this in the center. So I'm going to just do the smaller one. So I'll put that on, but let's go with some. Okay, now that I got that taken care of, this is what it looks like. So it's a little loose until everything gets put inside of it. Okay, as far as the inserts, I have a file folder, a couple file folders, one laminated and one that's not laminated. Inserts for like a notebook, and these notebooks are the perfect size for this pocket size. These I got years ago from Michael's that just happened to work, and typically I take the cover off and just put it this over. I also created this in Creative Fabrica in Canva to where it has a pocket instead of just being plain like that one. So, or plain like this one. So for your notebook covers. And I also have to where if you don't want to do that and you have the little pockets from Target, you can put that on the inside. Okay, so I'm not going to do a tutorial for the file folder, but I will give you the measurements and direct you to a tutorial by Carolina's Crafts. She has a that I'll link the link it below. A mini, the smaller Dollar Tree notebooks. She has a laminated file, traveler's notebook for that size. But if you just follow her tutorial for the file folder, and it has she gives you two options. So if you're working with scraps, a way to do the file folder, and a way to do it like the way that I did it. So for this file folder, let's see, it is 8 this way by 8.5 this way. The part I scored at 1/4 inch. If you want a bigger little piece there, then make it 8.5 by 8.5. Then so you'll score at 1/2 inch, rotate 1/2 inch, and then at the bottom you'll score at 3 inches. Yes, rotate. And also if you're doing the 8 by 8, you'll score at 4 inches. And if you're doing the 8.5 by 8.5, you'll score at 4 1/4 inches down the middle. So just follow her instructions on how to cut this part and do your size or whatever. So for this one, I believe, let's see, what size is this? I'll tell you that in a second, because it's the same size as that one. Okay, and this one is the same. This one is not. I did not print this one double-sided. This one I did print double-sided. And also for the inserts, I created them so that if you're sending it as a swap, you can include your embellishments inside of it. I believe most of them are flat embellishments, but embellishments, and then whoever receives your traveler's notebook can then use it as its intended purposes as a traveler's notebook. So this file folder has some embellishments in it, some adhesive gems. I created these stickers that you can use in your planner or calendar or whatever you want to put on the inside from the clip art. So you just take the stickers off. These are, you can write whatever you want using a Sharpie. Same thing with these. This one says swap do. And those are plain. So that's for the file folders. Okay, this one has this is one I messed up. So this has some, what's this called? Sequin pack. So that's another file folder. So let's see. So you can put it however you want, and sorry. So if you don't laminate it and you're worried about the ends bending, you can take your corner chomper and round these ends here, and so it'll make a little opening indentation there, so therefore it isn't rubbing up against the elastic, as if you don't use laminate. So that's a file folder. And then this is the the insert that you would put this in. This is the wrong size. I cut it too small. But this is your cover for your notebooks or whatever. So you can just take the cover off and just attach it on the inside like that, or you can take it off, take the staples out and staple it back in. I do have a stapler that can reach to the inside of this. So the measurements, the correct measurements for this one is, let me make sure I'm the right one, is 7 1/4 by 5 1/2. So 7 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I don't score it or anything. I just take it, the ends, put it together and kind of mold it a little bit like that, or I take the insert that's going to go around and use it to shape it. Now if you want to do this with a pocket, you do 7 1/4 by 7 1/2 and score on the 2-inch. So if it's folded up, so on the 7 1/2 inch side, score it at 2, and then just glue the edges, and then you have a pocket. Just like so. Or yeah, you put this in and you have pockets for.
Alright, so let's add. Oh, and this is also straight, like these, so I just went and rounded off the edges, the corners. You can also take this little pocket here and add it to the front or the back side or both. And put it down. So you have an additional pocket. So, once everything is all in, this is the correct way. There you go. You have your traveler's notebook with all your inserts and embellishments or goodies or whatever. And I did a little bead dangle. This is spring. This is some ribbon, a bow that I bought, and then just some charms. So, I'll just put that here on the end.
Putting this on and not getting it. Anyway, ta-da! So, and you can always glue, hot glue, your bow underneath to make sure it doesn't unravel. So, again, this is what I have created for Tamika Sending Smiles Spring Mystery Swap. So it's a embellishment book / traveler's notebook. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, aka the Hot Mess Express, and let me know if you have any questions. So again, bloom where you're planted. Have a good day. Bye bye.